Hi, Dave and Dennis here again.
Hey, Dave.
We're going to get back into where we left off, and I'm going to jump right in, Dennis, and ask you the next question so you can sort of share what your whole plan is on the books that you've written here. The next question I have for you is what can cause modern society to break down, and then what should Christians do to prepare for a societal breakdown today?
Okay.
Sort of a compounded question.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because our modern society can break down for all kinds of reasons. It could be racial tensions, it could be religious tensions, economic tensions, political, or the electric grid goes down. But whatever happens, we're all teetering on it right now. It's all just a hairline fracture, boom, and it's gone. But in our society, we live on a more of a production line society. We're all having to rely on people that have goods and services for us. And so if there is anything that causes that to slow down, to stop, then uncertainty starts, then fear, and after that, panic sets in, and then societal breakdown. So all of us and all companies depend on the electric grid. So if that goes down, then and it's not resolved within days, you're going to have a societal breakdown. If you have a truck driver strike, you'll have that. If there's cyber warfare where they stop your water and power or nuclear reactors, those type things, you will have it. So you kind of get the idea that we're on that
Hackers
razor's
have
edge.
already done things like that, where they've hacked into computers and networks and
Exactly.
holding people as hostage, companies.
Exactly. And so in my books, I talk about being prepared. Over and over again, the theme is being prepared so that we're not held hostage by these, that we don't have to have needless suffering and death because people didn't prepare. The Bible goes into great detail that in the last days we're going to have tribulations. We're going to have floods and droughts and earthquakes and pestilence, whatever. And this is the thing. If you know they're going to happen and you believe the Bible, then we need to be prepared for these now. And that's what I speak of in great detail in my book, Last Days Ultimate Christian Prepper.
Bible even says, in that book you alluded to, like having food and water and things in storage so that when some of these breakdowns happen, the Christians are more prepared. They can handle that situation at that time.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. And so, like I've said before, he says, if you lose your life, for Christ's sake, you'll save it. If you save your life for yourself, you'll lose it. And this is where, he put it in there 4 times in the Gospels. That's so important that we remember those things. The essence is, if you're saving your life for yourself, if you won't die for Christ, then you're going to lose it. If you lose your life for Christ's sake or the gospel's sake, you'll save it. And so, and it's not like you can't provide for your family. It says you must provide for your family. If you don't provide for your family, you've denied the faith, and you've, what does it say? You've denied the faith, and worse than an unbeliever. And that's in 1 Timothy 5 verses 8. I don't think there's any really need for suffering, needless suffering and death. But there's no lack of faith in providing for your family and doing what God says is going to happen. We need to be prepared for those kind of things. In every civilized society, you buy insurance, you get home insurance in case there's floods, fire, whatever, and same thing, auto insurance in case there's an accident. So in case something happens horrific, we're already prepared. We know these things are going to happen because they're written in the Bible. So if we're taking that by faith, then we have to start being responsible. It's what you do with the information that matters. So I don't want anybody to worry or fear, just prepare. And maybe you're not preparing for yourself. Maybe you're preparing for your family. Maybe you're preparing for those that are left behind after the rapture happens so they have time to make peace with God. So you don't want to be in a situation where you're going, oh my gosh, it just happened.
I wish I had done this.
How am I going to feed the family? How am I going to feed how do I start a fire? I should have gone to the ATM. You don't want to be in that kind of situation. This is where this takes in. So you join the Do It Now Foundation. Do it now.
Well, I think that's the thing that impresses me is that you're actually taking some tangible things that we need to do, and we need to be responsible as Christians. and not just sit there and, oh, God will take care of everything. No,
Right.
He's given us a mind and tools and gifts to work with, and we should put them into action, and we should prepare ourselves to be
Right. We should
for
be
the end times.
proactive.
Exactly, instead of just sitting
Reactive.
back. So, well, your book has really given some good insight to that, so I think that's great.
Thank you, Dave.
And I'm looking forward to the next time when we can meet, Dennis.
Great.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Dave.
You're welcome.